It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it comes your way next.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here in the Steel City, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by my partner, Charles Davis. And, Charles, it doesn't matter what year it is, who the players are that are wearing the black and gold. It is never an easy assignment to come in and win here in Pittsburgh on this field.
And this team always takes on the identity of this city. They're going to be tough physically, but they're also going to be tough mentally. Just 3 head coaches in 54 years. They've established their program. They know who they are. Good luck coming in and trying to take one from the Steelers.
Meanwhile, for the Browns, they come off a 7-10 season a year ago. Not great, but not a total loss either. Now, you think there are building blocks in place?
They are there. Look at what they did last year. Their pass defense was number 5 in the league. Their rushing attack, 6th best in the league. They have players. They have a system. They just need to put it all together.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Pickett to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Pickett throwing again on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Browns will take over first and 10. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team, but he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Get him going, baby.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now Chubb running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 3-0, 55 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Pickett. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I don't know if if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He's got Pickens complete, and he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Pickett finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other. Quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th. It's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Cleveland offense making their way out. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw, Watson. Completes to the Joker.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Watson. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Watson to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you've got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
Here's Austin. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal. And they get...
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defense making a huge play with that interception on the 2nd drive of overtime. So, Charles, there will be a 3rd drive of overtime. And remember, again, a field goal wins it.
And right now, the kicker is thinking hero in his head. But when it actually happens, if it does happen, he's got to go back and congratulate the man who got the interception and set them up.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all.